They not like us. 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 We got that work. Work. 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 Just watch us cook. T.S.L. competitors shook. So look, come check us out on Saturday. See what the hype's about. We doper than you. DMVPG come through. Y'all not nicer than us. You got more views, but you still look sus. We got the OGs riding. No puss here, cause here we still slide. No hide. We got that work. No sponsor logo on the shirt. Go support Garvey and Gabby Mo. Can't work Katrina. Now watch us go. R.I.P. Chuck Brown. Gotta pay homage for that DMV sound. They not like us. 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 We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work.
We roll them in and out, no doubt, without question. Talk to everybody from any fucking section, from PA to DC and PG. Look up in the sky, it's stars on the scene. Going state to state, you can't see the dream. We flooding up the hood, can't possibly know what I mean. With Vaso, we coming for the cream, no diddy. Setting up the table for the game, is you with me? Bangs on the beat anytime we step in it. No slack in the lyrics, we just go get it. Let it bang, we get it. Industry upended. The show goes on without us, don't feel it. Shooting up the city, no cap, it's the district. Ain't no makes it dot one mission. Crank the city, no cap, it's the district. Ain't no makes it dot one mission. Crank the city.
They not like us. 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 We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work.
Fuck them up, niggas. I ain't worried about the T.S.L. shit going live. I know you heard about them really getting straight to the bands. You wanna argue about the grown niggas crying for attention. Now let's talk about it when it come to doing this music. Y'all ain't fucking with me, really gatekeepers over here. Fuck DMV, really love the guests in the top, they love the energy. Move low key in the streets, I'm like a centipede. And it's in the pounds of the tree, I'm like the dispensary. Ain't no sponsor for none of the streets or the industry. Throw the shit on all year, I'm in Balenciaga. I bought my wife PS1, she like simplicity. Fuck these other niggas pretending they acting finicky. I done a lot of you niggas, they like my mini-me's with the turkey bags and the link. Hold my fashion needs, switch the hustle up on these niggas. I'm in the botany, middle finger up in the sky. Fuck creating peace.
They not like us. 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 We got that work. We got that work. We got that work. We got that work.
Yeah, team sack, playing in the air, baby. Let's go. Every Saturday, got dope content. No gossip over here, that's female shit. OG's lessons, score blunt and dink. That's DMV shit that'll make you think. We got topics on topics, best of the guests. Garvey, you the chosen one. With the flex, got kind of work Katrina, stop breaking necks. Y'all ain't know, it's Mace Man, O.80J, and we on Rip Radio. Mixed with the trunk with no debate. We gon' rock the boat. Look, J too funny, Joe Jack with jokes. Gas hunters with the gas, man, y'all ready to smoke? Yeah, and you know what? Okay, we the best podcast out, no joke. Yeah.
They not like us. 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 They not like us.
Welcome. We are back here again, right? Alright, give me a second. See, get situated. Thanks to everybody that's joining us right now. Thank you. Okay, alright, there we go. Okay, alright. Yes. So, Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back here again, right? Okay, all right. I am your host. I am your pilot, the dude 80, and we have a special show, loaded show, a special loaded show for you today, right? We have two special guests, and we're gonna do what we do, right? We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna do what we do. I am. This is episode 77. Episode 77, right? I am still in the DMV, and I will be here in the DMV for the next few months. Right? I have some business opportunities that I will be a part of, and I needed to be here in the area, to be involved in it, right? Okay, so yes, so once again, special thanks to everybody that's joining us right now here on T.S.L, where we are the voice of the entire DMV, right? Okay, all right, we not even gonna waste too much of your time. Because we do have a loaded show for you today. So let's just get to it. We have the first guest, a superstar. Another superstar from the Jab, pipeline, right? No diddler, right? From the Jab pipeline, they only put out great talent, and actually we have two today. Right? From Miss Kim, and that all-star management that they have going on, right? Okay, all right. We do have Miss Kim in the back too. So Miss Kim, if you want to get on, you always have that right. You can always come on, right? Okay, all right. So let's just bring on our first guest. Let's just get to it. So yes, once again, I am your host. I am your pilot. We do 80.
Blessings.
Yes. There we go. How you doing, sir?
Blessings, we're good out here, just to live life and I try get things done the best we can.
Yes. I hear you perfectly. I see you perfectly. So we're going to get this started. You know what I'm saying? First of all, thank you for joining me here on T.S.L by way of Jab and Miss Kim, right? So let's start it properly.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to be here.
Introduce yourself to the family, please, sir.
All right. Pleasant good day, everybody. Team Sacrifice. This is One Body Youth, aka Jimmi T.S.L, recording artist from Jamaica, represented by Jav Entertainments. Born in Spanish Town, where I spent my earlier 10 years of my life, then moved to Portmore, where I got the real passion for music and where I decided to take that on as a career,
Okay.
Well, that's pretty much it.
Yes. Once again, thank you for being here. I am definitely a fan of your music. I do like your music. So let's get to your story. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Let's start with the name. The name, because you even spell it kind of different. So where did that name come from? The three sides and all that.
Well, the three sides, it's personally my brand. 3 Side Records, it's my brand. But the name Jimmi, well, it was a childhood name given to me, but when sourcing name for representing myself as an artist, I went with J-Bad at first, but I was notified that a producer was with that name already. So I then decided to, why not use Jimmi, because it's a very commercial name and it's a household name. So we just give it a little different spelling for differentiate it from others. Meanwhile, putting the 3 Side on it, which is my brand.
Dope, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming that Jimmi is your name, and,
yeah.
And the 3 Sides is
3 Side is my brand.
The brand.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, okay. And then you spell it that way, you know, just to be different, just to stick out,
Yeah,
correct?
just to
Okay,
differentiate. Yeah.
okay, all right. And you had mentioned where you was from, but you know, just to be clear, you know, like what part of Jamaica, you know, are you from?
Well, I'm from St. Catherine. Well, live in Portmore right now, but I spent my earlier life in and around Spanish Town.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. All right. So let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Okay. So now, uh, when did you start making music?
Well, I started making music in my teens, about 15, well, 16. I wrote my first song, but I had the passion from an earlier age because I had an uncle and an aunt who tried the music, but they didn't really make it out. But from that age, I had it in myself to say, I have to be the one who show them that, yeah, you can make it in the music, you know? So I took it upon myself to say, yeah, I gained the passion from them. So I'm gonna just bring it out on my end where I started writing music. My first song at 16, and then I started professionally at 19, where I released my first track. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. So do you remember? Do you remember that first official song that you did in the studio? Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
What do you? Okay. So what do you remember about going from when you was just doing it as a hobby until this is what I want to do now? What do you remember about that transition?
Well, that transition, just doing it as an hobby, was very much easier than now where I took it up as a professional because there's a lot and yeah, a whole heap of fights and a whole heap of obstacles in the way. So when I was doing it as an hobby, I just have it as a regular day thing. I just go in the studio and sing and just have it in the block playing and just vibing. But just
Mm-hmm.
to try get it professional, to get it out there as a movement, as a brand, it's kind of a bit more difficult in a way to just reach the mainstream.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So back then, when you was younger, right? When you was younger, who was you listening to? What type of music was you listening to back then?
Well, we listen to every different genre of music, but mostly listen to dancehall, like Vibes Cartel, Massacre, you have the Alkaline, we grew up all of them different artists from the era, you get me? But we listen all different type of genre, man. R&B, soca, dancehall, you name it. All the time, cause it depends on the mood me in.
Right.
That depend that show the type of music I'm listen at the time. So if I'm in a type of deeper mood, we draft some old hits and then thing they try build the momentum in the brain. You get me?
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So who did you hear back then when you to make you say, you know what, I can do this? Like who was that artist?
Well, as I stated earlier, it was my uncle and my aunt because they used to do it before, but they didn't have the resources and the team behind them to make them reach out there. So I always was a fan of their music. You get me? So listening to them, I started off by remixing my uncle's songs first, and then when I reached age 16, as I stated, I write my own song. So it was merely because of them really why I started the music.
Okay.
Just to prove that, yeah, we can make it. You see me? You just need to be consistent and persistent about it.
Okay. All right. So you said your uncle, right? Uh do you remember did your uncle ever tell you, that you was ready? Because since you listened to him growing up, did he ever come to you like, yeah, you're ready? You know what I'm saying? Or give you that advice to move to where you at?
Yeah, definitely. I'm always motivate me still, but right now the situation him is not of really sound mind, so that's why I say, yo, me need to do this so you can go back and help out the dog, cause I really him make me start the music, you see me? And right now, we reason some of the time, but him have been time him not really there upon the earth, you see me? But most of the time when he listen to me, him always I tell me say, yo, your song them bad enough fam. You see me, you need to continue to do it, you see me? But that mostly me and I really push it out here just to get the family and the team active, you get me?
Definitely, right? Salute JR in the back. Hey JR, I'll bring you up in a second. We'll bring you up. Okay. All right. So all right. So you have a few tracks that I really like, that I really like, right? And I I'm kind of interested to hear your process, to be so young, right? Okay, so high right now, right? That's relatable to a lot of people, right?
Yeah,
So okay,
yeah,
so
definitely.
okay, so all right, so making high right now, right? How did that process look, right? Did it was it like when you like, did you have an idea? Did you have the beat? Did you already have the lyric? Like, how did that process happen?
Well, the process, well, I got the beat from my engineer. That's Boy Records. I see my big up Boy Records. I get the beat and up the beat for about 2 weeks. Kind of send me multiple beats of medicine and have the beats about 2 weeks. And one day I did a vibe, I just smoke weed and I drink liquor, high. So we just play the rhythm and I'm play the rhythm. The first thing the rhythm said to me was high right now. I'm just carry on with the hook and just vibe along and the song just build from there, just by vibing, natural vibing and just, being myself.
Okay, so when he gave you all the beats and you was going through the beats, right, and you stopped on that beat, right?
Yeah.
What made you really stop on that beat? Like when you said that was the vibe you was in, like because like you said, he sent you a few beats, right? So you said
Yeah.
that beat spoke out to you. So okay, so when you heard that beat, what did you think first? Did you think of the chorus first?
Yeah, it was the hook first, the chorus, the high right now.
Uh-huh.
That was the thing that first come to me, and then we just constantly singing the high right now, high right now. We just made some thing we can relate to in this day. We live in money enough, live a big pop off the band, I would just vibe from there and build and see my dog in the comment section. Truly hustle, I can tell you. You see me? Just vibes, make mostly build our tune them. We used to write, but since recently when I really write again, because as I say, I'm an engineer, I work with me, can just shout him and say, yo, pull up a foot and with us all the vibes. Just drink some liquor, smoke some weed and just vibe and just get a natural energy. You get me?
Okay. So you vibing out and you had the hook and everything. Are you writing to it? Like, you know what I'm saying, recording? Like, did you already write to it, or how did you do that?
No, we never write it. As me and we have vibes, we just capture what we are saying. You see me? We just record the piece here, play it back. We have vibes again, record the next piece, vibes again, record the next piece until the song complete. You get me?
Okay. All right, you special. You are special. So you heard the beat and you didn't write to it. You just went in the, you just went with the
Just
rhythm.
vibing. We get the hook and we just bring on. Cause even yesterday, no, not yesterday, day before yesterday, we're going to the studio again for Vice Cup of Tune, and we never going there with no book or prints or nothing to mind. We just hear the rhythm, I would just start vibe. Just the first thing come to mind, we just start singing and just make it make sense and make people can relate to it at the same time. You see me? Just mostly that we are the right now. Natural energy.
That's different. That's different, like, to hear the beat and then go in the studio and the entire thing, you pretty much freestyled it, pretty much. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. All right. So when you went in the studio and you did the hook, did you go back and vibe out and get the chorus? I mean the verb part. I mean the verse. Or
yeah, definitely. Well, we'll get the hook first. We just complete the hook, and so we have an idea where the song will go. So so we can just find some more topics that people can relate to in this day within. You see me? And mostly we are seeing about basically things that happen now. You see me? So we just go back and vibe again and say, all right, then everybody want money. So we just say money enough. We lift a brick, pop off it. Everybody. I kill up about the design and the beats of them and the clothes of them are wear. So just relate that and everything coming up in the song. As you may till say it complete. Mainly that.
Okay. All right. So So who? So the beat, the rhythm, right? Where did you get that from? You said you engineer.
Yeah, Boy Boy Records.
Okay. All right. So okay. So he gave you that beat. Is that the same person that was in the studio with you when you created the whole
Yeah,
song?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So also was the video, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did all that happen, at one time?
No.
Or like how did that happen?
The video come about a couple months after, cause we did have the song and we did try plan, cause the aim was to get it in a EP, but it never really worked out. So we did just break up some song and we did have another song before that's Lock Spot where we did Vice a Tip God, but we did have it shoot on my birthday. But we did want the high right now for shoot on my birthday, but it never really worked out. So it take about 2 months after for finalize and everything before it release. You get me?
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. See, what I'm trying to do is a lot of people don't know, coming from a music aspect, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of small steps, before you get to the final project of, what you see, right? And a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
They just hear it and hear the song, right? But for artists, I know, it's a process. It's a process, right? Okay.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right. So okay. So when you recorded it, right? Did you know it was a hit after you recorded and heard it in the studio?
Well, I don't consider it as a hit, because it don't reach the ears them as yet, you see me? But just the vibes and everything, I know say if we get the right ears and it get the right audience, it can take off and be a hit song. It have the potential to be a hit song, but it's not yet a hit song, you get me? But just by vibing it and everything and going through the process, we as the team did have it as a song for say, yo, this are gonna make it thing take off now, you see me? But as they go by, I realize say, yo, I just one of them thing the song might bad, but it don't reach the audience as it, you see me? Cause we can come with a song tomorrow, we capture the audience, and when them a listen back with catalog that high right now, as you say, probably be them favorite, you see me? It does not reach the audience as it to me see it.
Okay.
You get
All
me?
right. Okay. All right. Once again, salute to everybody, joining us in the chat. Salute. I appreciate you, So, okay. All right. So it's two things going on, right? As an artist, that's one thing, right? Like you said, the reason you wouldn't say it's a hit is because it hasn't got to the people yet, right? That's different.
Yeah.
That would be promotion, right? Right?
Yeah.
Because it can be it can take a day, it can take a week, it can take a year, it can take a long time, right? But you
Definitely.
personally, and you and all the people in the studio, when you heard it, what did you think when you heard it and it was done? Like, what did you hear? Matter of fact, what did you hear the next day? The next day when you heard it, what did you think?
Well, as I said before, the whole of the thing say, yo, say, yo, this song I gonna be the one, you see me? This I gonna be the one we are gonna open up the gate for. But when we release it and everything, say it kind of stand back. So was there, I look on it and I watch it. But just by the energy we get from recording it and the steps we take by preparing it, we all the things say, yo, that would be the tune. Would have opened the gate for you, get me?
Okay. And I told you, it's quite a few songs that you did, that I love, right? That I do love, right? You know what I'm saying? Your energy, your style, being, young, your vibe, absolutely, right? Okay. All right. Another one, that I absolutely love, Dollar Bill, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Talk to me about Dollar Bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. So once again, was that one of the beats that you heard, or you know what I'm saying? How did that happen?
Alright, Dollar Bill now, big up B7 Records, you see me? That are my bro them, you see me? Them a start the producing thing and them we forward together with the idea. Cause me did already have cheese side, but the dog them are keep up the producing thing. So we get the rhythm now and same boy records, you see me, cause him produce all of my rhythm, him get all of my rhythm them for me. We get that and we link up. But actually me did actually have the rhythm before, but I never write on it. But I just have the idea in my head, as I said. My vibes are my head and just keep the idea in my head. You get me? Going at the studio now, we start vibes and thing, and we get the tune done in about 30 minutes. We connect up and get it mixed and master. We did that on an Airbnb. We just everything just happens so you see me? Not just split second for dollar bill again. More than consider that one of the fastest project or release. I get me. The only thing we did only on that project, I just only did for receive it from the freedom personnel. You see me? But that project, as I say, was just a vibe. You get me?
So okay, so it's a vibe. Once again, you didn't. It wasn't written. You went in the studio. You know, you vibed out. And
Alright, the difference with this and high right now, I went in the studio with the idea. You see me? I'm going to the studio with a hook in my head already, the dollar bill in my head already, and majority of the song I just a piece part of it, and you know, just the energy and vibe in the studio, we can get that completed there, and then you get me.
I would say probably Dollar Bill is probably my favorite. You know, you have a lot. You know, you have a lot that I do like. You know what I'm saying? And Dollar Bill,
Yeah.
the energy, you know, it's so creative, because it's different. You know, it's different. It's different, but
Yeah, definitely.
you know, okay. So when you make music, what type of music like would you say you make? What kind of reggae do you say you make?
Well, as I say, we make all different genre of music. It all depends on the mood I'm in and the rhythm. What the rhythm I say to me, you see me? Just depends on the beat and the mood I'm in. I'm with all different genre of music. Positivity, girl song, whether vibes, money, whether badness, whether all different type. And the thing is, what we do them, we make sure see it makes sense and it can connect to the people. You see me? But as I say, I just time before it reach the right audience. You know, one nip star, big up mine, bro.
Okay. All right. So now, because for you, it comes easy and natural, right? But for most people, they can't do what you do, right? They can't do what you do, right? And
Yeah.
and I, what my job is to give you the artists,
Yeah.
give you their product, and match it with the audience, right? But I'm trying to give you the special sauce in between that people don't know. Being an artist, right? Being an artist,
Yeah,
right? Okay,
definitely.
So all right. So for other people, they really can't do it. They really can't. You know what I'm saying? But for you, it sounds easy. It sounds natural, but it's really not easy, and it's really not natural, right? It takes a
That-
long time, you know, to really build up that strategy, right? Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So when you getting when you before you write, and you have to get mentally motivated,
yeah,
right, to vibe out.
definitely. You have to get the mindset right before you even start the process. You see me?
Yeah. Okay. So what does your motivation look like? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does your pregame look like before, you know, you even get to the hear the beat? Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you mentally have to be, you know, like what do you do to really mentally get, you know, in that lane?
Mentally, well, as I say, it depends on the beat, depends on the mood. Once me have weed and liquor, you know, and we have couple dog around me, we can just get it done. You see me? Once the energy right and the circle right, one tree forget done. You see me? And then how much, as I say, nothing hard for you. Just once the energy, it all rely back on the energy in and the mood. You get me? Not really a hard process still.
Okay. All right. So what does that look like? Are you because a lot of artists are different, right? A lot of artists are, it could be people get motivated by themselves. People get motivated with people in the room. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what
Yeah.
does your motivation look like?
Well, as I said, it differentiate depends on the mood because if me go write a song about depression or motivation, me not go really in a crowded room. Me go want be a place by myself, just medicine and life and my family and all of them things there. Whilst when me a meds about a song where vibes or a girl you know, me go in a crowd row I should say room with crowd, or so people can hear and we can see the reaction to the song we may try bring off, you see me? So it all depends on the mood and the type of song, you see me? Basically.
Okay. Dope, right? Okay. All right. All right. So I asked you about, who do you listen to when you was growing up, right? So now when you're an artist, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A huge artist, right? You're a huge artist. So now when you want to listen to somebody else, right? So who do you listen to when you want to listen to somebody? It's like somebody outside of what you got going on.
So we listen to everybody still. We don't really differentiate or pick side and anything there. We listen to everybody, you see me? Once you're an artist, we listen to you. Once you wanna try this we personally or try have an issue with we personally, we listen to your song them, you see me? Cause remember say music we are love of music, we not love of the man that we are the music or the person that we are do music. We are love of music overall, so we are gonna listen everybody, you see me? And who makes sense so continue listen them, who not really make sense, But that's how we give everybody them fair share, we listen. See me?
Yes. See, okay. So you remind me of me, right? You know what I'm saying? When I do music, I'm a vibe man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So however I'm feeling, that's the type of
Yeah.
music, right? Okay. All right. So when you are let's say, because majority of the time I'm in a peaceful vibe. I'm in a peaceful vibe, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So but when you are in a negative vibe, right? Are you are you able to create music when you are in a negative vibe, or do you wait till you
Yeah,
get back?
definitely. Alright. You see what I mean? A negative vibe, I just makes corruption and them time them sing badness song, sing gun song, violence. You see me? I just the mood. But me a pretty negative. Somebody do me something or me a pretty corruption get me just put in a song. Anything that occur in my life, the mood I'm in, me just relate it in a song. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So if you hear me sing a badness song tomorrow, I just throw my drop pretty negative in my mind. I mean I really want take it out for nobody. You just put it in a song and make them know. So watch that. Big man just active of yourself because the thing active same way. You see me? I just some still.
Absolutely,
Naturally.
absolutely, right. Okay, so when it comes to and this is difficult for artists, because we make a lot of music, right? We make a lot of music. So do one song stand out, not because of what you're saying, but the vibe and the mood you was in when you made the song. Does one song stand out? Do you remember any song that made you just be like, I remember that song over other songs?
Well, say yo, not really still. All of my songs them I remember to my heart, you get me? But more I say for right now, more I say like lock spot because every time me for perform, that song first come to my mind. The song name lock spot. So more I say that have a little edge over the other song them, you get me? Yeah.
Do you do
But
you have a favorite? That's also a loaded song for
alright,
artists.
favorite
We think all
every new
about
song.
artists.
Every new song I do my favorite song.
Absolutely.
But the song on my voice day before yesterday, somehow that become my favorite song. And the song I did do before that, that was my favorite song all along. You get me? So
Yeah.
I'm a transition and the more song we do, every new song we do, somehow it become my favorite song. You get me?
Mm-hmm. I absolutely know what you're talking about, because as an artist, you're always trying to outdo the last song.
The last song, yeah.
I totally get it, right? Okay, so is it any song that you listen to that's an older song that made you think, you know what, like this was really, really good, like an older song you did, and when you listen to it now, you like, yeah, this is really, really good. Is there any songs that you have that's like that?
Yeah, as I say, the lock spot and never next one, triple murder. Them two songs, I listen to them, I say, no man, something different about them song here, just the ears it want, Definitely.
Okay,
I
so when you say,
have some
go ahead.
I have some unreleased song too. Where my album I say, yo, them I definitely need for being on the streets right now, you get me? Cause the vibes that I get off of them when I play them unreleased, I say, yo, they need to be out there,
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. And I totally understand. I totally understand because when I go back to old songs, certain songs stick out because the mood. I know the mood I was in when I did those songs. Has nothing to do with the song. It's just, okay, I remember the mood I was in when I did the song. You know what I'm saying? So,
Definitely.
okay. All right. Dope. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So right now, if you can choose, well, first of all, do you have a favorite producer?
Well, no, not necessarily. I would
Okay.
work with anybody who willing for work with you, you know? The mindset though, I would not favoritize nobody out there. I deal with favoritism. Just deal with music and business, I get me.
Absolutely. I get it. Because you can adapt on any beat. Like any rhythm you can adapt, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I totally get it. Totally get it. Okay. All right. So if you can pick any artist, to work with right now, like if you can pick any superstar, mainstream, it don't matter. Any artist, alive or not alive, right? Who would you want to work with?
Well, dancehall artists more I say Massacre and Vibes Cartel and La Boss. You get me? And internationally, but I want to work with some of the female international artists, them like Nicki, them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Cardi, them, and some of the mainstream international artists. But we're not gonna say it for now still. But would I work with anybody who willing to work with me?
Mm-hmm.
You see me? With the same mindset and the same aim. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Okay. What's okay? I've noticed a lot of people around your age group they all say Vibes Cartel, right? They all say Vibes, right? What's like what makes him so great? Like what does he do different?
Well, I just the legacy them him set and the part them do the ways them him pay for the younger youths and make certain things more easy and you make you know say yo yeah man this able to do because as me say I'm from Waterford, you see me? So knowing say yo this man from Waterford and him make it to this big reach to this pinnacle of a level where at now you may say yo it able for me to do it too, so it's like a role model in a sense musically. You get me? To most of the youth then. Because most youth would like to reach a level with him they on right now. You get me?
Okay. All right. So all right. So when you Vibes Cartel, is the top of the top for you, right? Okay. And I always ask all the artists, all the reggae artists, you know what I'm saying, this question because this artist is still the top of the top for me, right? Okay. So when I say Bob Marley, right? What do you think of when I say Bob Marley?
Oh man, the man they a legend man, you know? The
Mm-hmm.
man they a godfather man, definitely. But the reason why I would say cartel because he is a living legend at the time now. But
Mm-hmm.
Bob Marley, a different category man. Them man they, you know, say a legend. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So all right. So by you being so young, what do your circle how do you guys view Bob Marley, your circle? Because you guys are young, right? Like, do you play Bob Marley? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do your
Alright.
circle think of?
Alright, me young, but we par with some elders too at the same time. You see me? We not just par with the age group, so we gotta have people who play them song. Me myself have my days when I play them song there, I meant them song there because as a youth I grew up my earlier stage of my life when I did there with my grandparents, then most of them song they used to play, you see me? Bob Marley, Barry Salmon and them type of song, you see me? So I kinda used to them song there and kind of connect with them song from a longer time, you get me? But we have my days when I get up and I play my Bob Marley, them and them tune, you get me? But it now gonna be a regular day process, you get me? Yeah.
Okay. So since you looked up to like your uncle and all, you know what I'm saying, that music, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you will know or not, but do you know the type of music he was listening to?
Well, as myself, the earlier stage of my life, the whole I did not the same yard, so me want to say the same music. Me did I listen to them time, the him did I listen to, but you know say yo, the early, the late dancehall them at that time, you see me? Him did a feature at the same time, and we him did I get inspiration then from Fright. You see me? Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Um uh is your uncle still, is he like a major ingredient to you doing music now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, with your uncle, because you grew up off your uncle, right? So like does he still give you advice, or do you seek advice from him? Like, how does that
Well,
work?
not really still, cause as I said before, him not so mentally stable at the time right now, you see me? So we just use him for say, yo, I forget this then so I can help him out as never, you see me? Because if I never him, me would start the music at the end of the day, you see me? Circumstances and things happen well. It just unfortunate where him have to meet that type of route there, you see me? So we just use that as a motivation, say if you know say yo, we have to get this done so we can help out the cheese said you see me? Definitely.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So all right. So by us being in the United States, right? I seen something about what's his name? Not Booch. Uh, what is his name? What is his name? He was talking about vibes. He was talking about vibes. Beanie Man, right? Okay. All right. What do you okay, so what do you think about Beanie Man?
Well, him contribute a lot to music, you know. We show him homage and we give him flowers where needed, you see me?
Right.
Yeah, basically, he's a good elder where we contribute a lot to music, said we pave the way for some, said we, you know. Make some of our understanding, said we deliver the message as artists should, you get me? Definitely.
Okay. Because he was saying something, you know, like he was kind of saying something negative about Vibes Cartel. So I don't know the dynamic. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't.
Well,
Yeah.
well, me personally can't give an input on that, you see me, because several brothers have a different mind, you see me. He might be have a different mindset from me or you, you see me. He might be know why he must say what he must say, you see me. So me can't really give an input at that at this time, you get
I
me?
get it.
Because
Get it.
the age time when him run dance, me probably be, they even say probably be, me never born at them time yet, you see me? When him establishing a dance hall and doing things, so me really can't give input on that, you see me?
Right. Right.
Me not really know for say him do this or him do that. I just hear of things that him do and can see a couple recap of things that him do, so I can't really give input on this time, you see me?
I get it.
Yes,
I respect it. I
definitely.
respect it. Right. So, all right. So, all right. So I'm gonna name you a few names that's big in the U.S. Right. It's big in the U.S. And you let me know. You know, first thing that comes to your mind when you hear it. Right. Okay. So talked about Bob Marley. Bob Marley is like in the U.S. Bob Marley is king. He's the top of the top for us here. Right. He's the top of the top. Right. Um.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else? I want to say Buju. Buju is big. What do you think about
Yeah,
Buju?
yeah. Alright, that just dance in a reggae man, a legend that said yeah man. That being king in a film own era, you see me? Cause every era there's a king, you get
Mm-hmm.
me? And that them a try mix up right now. That's why the confusion there with Beanie and Vibes Cartel at the same time, you see me? Beanie are the king for film era, Vibes Cartel are the king for film era. Same thing with Bob Marley are the king for his era and Buju are the king for his era in the reggae, you get me? But it just all depends on your era where you come up in, you get me? But all of them are legends said we, you see me? Because them contribute for me reggae the wish party there right now, you get me? Definitely.
I agree. I agree. Right. Okay. All right. Let me. Okay. All right. So, what do you remember about he is a legend down here. You know what I'm saying? In the U.S., he's a legend. Absolutely. Shabba Ranks. What do you think about when I say Shabba Ranks?
Yeah, man, me don't know in person, I just know him song them, cause I say
Yep.
when him them did a rain was young or me did in a belly, you get me. But him set a great platform and enough youth in the dancer right now that want reach on a level where him there right now, you see me? We know Grammy and them thing there, you get me? So a great contribution he make to the dancehall industry and the reggae said, you get me? To make it reach where it reach right now. You see me? Definitely.
I agree. I agree. Right. One more. Sean Paul. Sean Paul. What do you think about Sean Paul?
Yeah, man, Sean Paul. See, well, same input, definitely. You see me? Contribute a lot when Grammy and all of them things that go up on Billboard. You see me? Role models enough for them dancehall artists and them would have want to reach on the level where him reach or get a platform like him someday. You get me? Definitely.
Okay. So, do you guys, being so young, do you guys pay tribute, pay homage to, like those legends? Like how do you pay tribute to those
Well,
legends?
person, me can't talk for your next person, but me, I pay my tribute to them, but I'm not gonna really come out and say it. I pay it where necessary. I'm not gonna just come out every day and say, big up the money, big up the money, big up the dog. You see me? But where necessary, I'm sure I'm gonna pay my homage and you see me? Give them flowers, same like the reason right now. You ask about the beanie and the vibes cartel when I pick the side, we just share the homage said we make them know say yo, the two of them do great things said we, you get me? Make everybody know say yo, yeah, pay homage where needed. You see me?
So okay, so all right, so why wouldn't you bring them up as much as possible? Like here we now don't get me wrong. All right, you have two different things going on. You have two different things going on. In the hood, in the hood, we won't do that, right? We won't bring up, what I'm saying, even though,
No, that may I tell you, we're not gonna just bring it up on a daily basis, so we are necessary, you see me? Like if we in a reason, like right now, you bring up the topic, we pay them homage because me and them not know personally, and them set a great foundation for the dancer, so yeah, I give them homage, but we're not gonna just get up on a daily basis and discuss about this man or that man because we have our own thing I go on, see me, you see me? Them already make it, we are trying to make it now, you see me? So we're not gonna just sit down and make span them, you get me? Definitely.
I get it. I get it, right? For us being in the Washington D.C. area, okay, all right. For us being in the Washington D.C. area, we think like that, right? We think like that. We think like we are, we want to do it on our own. We gonna do it on our own the way we want to do it, no problem, right? But the thing is, when you get older, you realize that the best strategy is to pay homage and let people know of the people that came before you because it makes it easier for you to get on. Right now, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, I was doing everything on my own. I just thought, what I'm saying, let me do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. That's a longer process. That's a longer process, right? Now, hindsight is 2020. Hindsight is 2020. Me looking back, a easier and a quicker method would have been me mentioning all our greats, because when I do that, the people who like those people will give me a listen, right?
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? If that makes sense. Like, what I'm saying? Opposed to me trying to force my way in, the
Yeah,
people who like
yeah, definitely.
those legends, what I'm saying, will at least give me like listen to what I got going on. And if they like me, that's another thing, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
so
definitely.
okay. So do you think that like the youth now, should they continue to do their own thing, or should they get an alley oop from the OGs, or what I'm saying, like those people that been on to pay
Well,
tribute, and then you can move in,
well
like
it depends, it all depends because me trying me can talk and that, you see me, for try reach out to somebody, it might be even take longer than you trying the thing on your own, you see me? Because you might be a pay homage to sing a song and big up this person and then probably not look at you. No, you see me? You try get into them and for them give strength and all of them things, but I just you are waste your energy right there, so you see me, because at the end of the day, them have them own thing going on, and you are trying to make it at the same time, you see me? So it have it ups and it have it downs, you see me? It might be work for a person, and it might be no work for the other person, you see me? So I just you have to find work for you, you see me? Definitely.
Okay. All right. All right. So tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm okay with that. Me personally, this would be my strategy, and I could be wrong because I'm coming from hip hop. I'm coming from a hip hop side, right? I
Yeah.
don't know how you guys do it in reggae, right? But in hip hop, the way I would think about doing it is I would do music on all the legends that I like, right? All their beats, a Bob Marley, a Vibe. I would do music on their beat, you know what I'm saying? Just because the people who like them, they would at least listen to what I'm saying.
Alright. We're living in a new age right now in this dancehall area, get me? And people more really consume to things that's going on right now. So if we dig up back one of them classic or one of them old rhythm there, sing on right now like one of the Bob Marley rhythm them, it would go so far because people not really listening out for that now. You see me? But it have it ups and it downs as I said, because if we forgot on a Vibes Cartel rhythm, probably we win our fight, you see me, because Russian try to bring back a rhythm and it was multiple hits come on fight. But as me I say, I just will work for you, you see me? Because you might be try it and it don't work, the people might gravitate to it, you see me? And you can try it and the people gravitate to it, you see me? So you're not necessarily wrong, you get me? But there is ups and downs to that, you see me? There are two sides to it, you get me? Definitely.
I agree. I agree, right? What's more important to you? Like, how would you approach it? Would you rather um get new fans, new supporters, or would you rather build your older supporters, you know what I'm saying, and give them what they want? Like what would you do? Would you rather go to the people who support you, or would you try to get like new supporters?
Well, mixed. We just try to mix the two of them, you see me, because so all supporters them will continue feed them what they want here, but at the same time we try to mix new things so we know say other people can gravitate to and relate to at the same time. You see it? So meanwhile, building with our old fan base, we try attract and gain new fans at the same time. You see me? So we don't necessarily say we'll stay to the old fans them or we leave them and try to build new fans. You see me? We make sure we keep them in the circle and try build on that. You see me? Definitely.
Okay. Which are you and while you're doing that, are you trendy? Meaning, are you making music for what's hot right now, or are you making still music that you vibe out to? Like what is your approach?
Well, both. We try to mix it again, you see me? We try to mix trending things with things that we know can last, you get me? No, so we're not gonna just water out to the mix things, so we're not gonna just build a whole song and things that are happening at this present moment, you see me? We're gonna build some things that we know so we can motivate some people and that style said we say, oh, 2-3 years from now, the part there, the song, and the song they still cannot play said we, you get me? Definitely.
Okay. All right. So right now in reggae, who would you say is Vibes Cartel still the top? Like, who would you say is the top artist right now in your circle?
Yeah, Vibes Cartel see me. Reggae dancer.
Him. Okay. All right. So who would you say is the top that is not known? You know what I'm saying? Let's say up and coming. Like, who would you think? Who would you say? Okay, this artist. Besides yourself, who would you say has potential to be a star?
Well, we not really meds it on that level, you get me? For meds it for say, you know, say the person I gonna come be the next dancehall king and king of dancehall, you see me? Because as me I said, I'm not really a fan. I'm a lover of music, you get me? So I'm not gonna sit down and structure out everybody thing and see what them do and where them capable of achieving. We don't say, yo, you're doing great and where you get it, cheers to you, you see me? Congratulations to you, but we are trying to get it ourselves, you
Gotcha.
see me? So we not gonna waste the time for sit down and mates who are gonna get it next, try to get it ourselves, you get me? Yeah.
So pretty much what you're so focused on what you got going on that you're not really, you know, receptive on seeing what else is out there, like because you're just so focused
Yeah,
on getting.
we are meant everything out there, but we're not really tuned in too much. We know, so we are lose our focus at the same time. You see me? I remember say
Okay,
losers free the winners, you know, winners doing, you know, you get me? Our winners
I,
free them goals.
I get you.
Definitely.
I get you. You know, and you know, a lot of supporters won't really understand what how an artist thinks. You know, it's different. Like you know what I'm saying. While
Yeah,
supporters
definitely.
are, you know, supporters are looking. They're trendy. They're seeing what else is out there. Like before artists, it's like sports. It's like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, right? You're so
Yeah,
focused
yeah.
on what you got going on, you're not really paying attention to what's out there because there's so much that you want to do, right? So I
Yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
definitely.
I get it. I get it. Right. Okay. So, all right. So, what's next for you? Like, what's the next goal for you to hit?
Well, my next goal right now is just to reach on the mainstream, you know, to just build a platform and make my brand be known. You see me? Tree side, make it be known right now. You get me? Just forget my name out there in the streets. Get a break right now. That is the main aim. Releasing music, try keeping it consistent because without consistent consistency, it not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? You have to consistent with it, you get me? Definitely. So the aim right now for just get out there. Once you get out there, once the people them start, once you capture the audience and people them start listen to song, you know, say, oh, the aim of go great and start achieve some greater things in the music, you see me? But first, you have to reach there first.
Okay. So what does mainstream look like to you? Is that mainstream like you know what I'm saying? Like when you say mainstream, like what do you picture mainstream as?
Well, I know mainstream, everybody will see a song. You know, you can go out there, some people will see a song, you know. The numbers start go up, you get me? Mainstream start become a whole household name, you know. People start referring your name in the streets, you see me? When people talk about you know, them have an understanding of who you be. And like now, you can ask somebody who name Jimmy, then probably don't know who name Jimmy, you get me? But once you reach the mainstream, people start know who you be. You see me start listen to your song then, you know. You have a larger fan base, you get me? Things start work out. You get me?
So what does mainstream look like? Is mainstream Jamaica or is mainstream US? Like what does
Well,
mainstream?
mainstream international overall, you get me?
Okay,
That's mainstream, international. Yeah,
outside of Jamaica, pretty much is what you're saying.
pretty much, definitely. But we have to do it inside Jamaica as well.
Okay. So all right. So what's all right? What was the last project that you did? Like the last song. What was the last song you did?
This was a song named Twerk,
Twerk.
last release.
Yes.
Yeah, Twerk, last release.
Okay. Okay. All right. So and once again, that process is you freestyled it, correct?
Well, not freestyle, but just going at the studio with that song there is another song I'm going at the studio with the idea already. I already have an idea of the song I'm doing. Yeah, good.
So all right.
But
So you had the idea, but you have nothing written. You had the idea going into the studio, so you pretty
yeah,
much still freestyled it,
I have
but you
the
had
hook.
an idea.
I have the hook on the first verse in my head, but I never actually write it down. I just have it in my head. Just going at the studio, and in the studio, I create the second verse.
When you said you had the first verse, did you have it memorized or the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
idea? Like you went back to the studio, did you spit the same verse, or did you spit the idea of that verse? Like how did that
Well,
work?
we have the idea, we have the verse in my head, cause the rhythm, it actually attack to me. Everything I'm say, actually what the rhythm I say to me. You see me? So the first time hearing the rhythm, I have vibe street go a couple hours and dead until constantly I sing and sing until I memorize the whole hook of the song, the chorus and the first verse, you see me? And then I link my dog and say how active, you see me? And then forward I put my voice it and put in the work.
Okay. Uh, all right. So okay. So Twerk was the last song
Release
that you did, correct?
that I released.
That you released, right? Are you like are you working towards like creating a project, or are you just making singles? Like, what are you doing?
Well, right now I was thinking about making a project like a EP or so, but first you know, say yo, you have to kind of have a fan base, you know, if you kind of work the right way you want it work, because on EPs and them thing then are really the sales you want from it and such forth, you see me? And by doing so, you know, so you have to basically have a fan base. So right now we just try get out some singles that can resonate to the people and what the people can relate to, you know, and try for build on that we have going on right now. You see me? Once we reach out there and start get the listening ears, you know, so we can focus on like EP and bigger projects like album and them thing there. But for now, just try to focus on some singles and for try get out there, as I say.
And you know what? I agree. You do have a tribe of people that support what you got going on, right? They definitely support your music, right? Are you, because you're at a stage now where um uh, um that your core fans is going to support you regardless, right? They're going to support you, right? So are you accepting um uh, uh topics from your fans, like, you know what I'm saying, what you should do next, or are you just putting out music? Like, how does that process look?
Well, correspond. You see me like on the Instagram here, like if my voice a song, every new song in my voice, more than like post a little snippet of a little part of it and ask say, yo, what do you think about this? You see me? And let them vote and with the poll them, make them know say, alright, then if I like this, you know, say this way I work on and put in work on for try to get out the next, you get me? So we try our best so try to interact as much as we can, you see me?
Dope,
Definitely.
dope, dope. Right? Where can the people reach out to you? Like, you know, where can they support your music and your brand or whatever you got going on? Where can they find that?
Alright, you can find the music on all digital platform at Jimmi Treeside, that's Jimmi 3ZSIDE, that's number 3ZSIDE. Jimmi Treeside on all digital platform, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere you can think of, and also on all social media. And on TikTok, it's One Body Youth. Yeah.
Yes, right. Like I said, I am, you know, I support your music, right? You know what I'm saying? You have, you know, it's just a vibe. It's just new. It's fresh. It's young, right? You know what I'm saying? That's why I love it, because it reminds me of when I first started doing rap, hip hop, right? You know, it's a vibe. It's people around you. We drinking, we smoking, like whatever the vibe is what we making the music about, right? So
Yeah, definitely.
I can appreciate that. I absolutely can appreciate that. What does, okay? So my last question, what does your team look like, right? Like the people that, you know, that been with you from day one, who help you, you know, craft this brand that you got going on. Like, who would you, you know, give credit to? Who helped you with this?
Well, first say my brother, and what I call all of them my brother, them, you get me? Spinners, Scrubber, Syrian, you see me? And B7, my dog them from B7, the whole tree side and B7, you get me? Can call out them name for name, but once you clarify it as tree side and B7, they know themselves, big up on themselves, said, you get me?
Mm-hmm.
You see me? Them always keep me on point and make me know, so watch you know, this are the aim, you get me, bro, no matter how it might seem hard, one day it all connect, man, you see me, just continue push, you get me?
Mm-hmm.
Big up Scrubber down, you see me, true hustler.
Okay. All right. One last one. Outside of music, outside of the studio, you know, like, what keeps you grounded outside of music? Like when you're music out the studio and you're not doing nothing musical, like what keeps you grounded?
Well, just to say, just thinking about my family and try putting everybody in a better situation. You see me? Try getting everybody in a better place. You see me? That just resonate on my mind every day and just know say, yo, that's my number one priority right now. You get me?
I agree. I agree. No,
Definitely.
that's also my why. You know, the reason you do what you do, even when you don't want to do it, when you don't feel good, like you know what I'm saying. The reason that you do what you do,
Yeah,
family is always going to be, you know, at the top of that list because, regardless of how you feel, you know, that's always going to fuel your motivation to do what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
definitely.
I get it. I get it. Right. So, I really, really appreciate you, you know, for blessing the platform. Like I said, like
Definitely.
I am definitely a supporter of your music, you know, because you, you give me that vibe of when I started doing hip hop, you know, it was that vibe of, it was a vibe. It was, you know, like whatever, like you didn't go into the studio thinking anything. You just, whatever the mood was, whatever the beat was, whatever the vibe was, that's the direction
Definitely.
that you went. And that's how I was. That's how I still am. That's why I still am. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have like a writer's block, and I've never had writer's block because it's always been whatever the mood is at that time. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
don't get it wrong, you know, me used to write still, you know, but as I say, just through my have my dog, you know, I can just call and say father foot, you know, it just make the process more easy, you get me? Less
I,
time, you get me?
I agree. I
Definitely.
agree. Like when you do it that way, it doesn't seem like work, right? It doesn't seem like you have to do it. It's just whatever, like whatever's going
Like
on.
the joy,
Have,
you know, just fun, you see me? The more fun there, you see me? So, you know, say, even though you not see the gainings from it, you actually enjoy it, say, you see me? Definitely.
I agree. I agree. I appreciate you once again for blessing the platform. Every chance I get, whenever I see whatever you got, you know, online, I'm definitely going to promote it. I'm gonna like it, and share it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Because we all we need, we all we got, right? Because um we shouldn't have to depend on others to promote our music, promote our product, right? And we should always
Definitely.
promote it within. We should always promote it within. We can care less what they think. Like you know what I'm saying, it's always um important to get our own people to support because every other people do it. Everybody else do it, right? So every chance I'll see, you know, whatever you got going on, I will like it, I will share it. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure I will just pass it
Definitely.
on, you know, to the next, you know what I'm saying? Like whoever, you know, is interested because like I said, I am a supporter of what you got going on. So keep doing what you're doing, my guy. You know, salute to you,
Definitely.
salute to the team, salute to Jab. You know what I'm saying? Keep being great. You know, keep raising the bar. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you got going on, my guy, keep doing it. Keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm definitely supporting what you got going on. So, thank you again, sir.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. It's a pleasure being here, you know. Pleasure for the exposure. I'm more that's like to say again, big up the whole G side, the whole D7, whole job entertainment, you know, the thing going on. Fully.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Keep being great, my dude. Keep being great. We're gonna support you.
Definitely.
Thank you,
Blessings.
sir.
One, Tyler, big up yourself,
Yes,
bro.
sir.